What's your name?
Stephanie Klatsky.
Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. We just go by first names here. So Stephanie?
Just
Hi.
Stephanie.
Yes, just Stephanie. Stephanie, do you have a question for the life coach?
I do have a question for the life coach.
What's the question?
My question is that I am a recruiter, and in this economic times, how do you encourage people to use the skills they have to explore a profession that isn't necessarily the one they were first interested in?
Interesting. So basically, you're looking at a group of people that are having to. Would the word compromise be the right word?
Well, not necessarily compromise. If you think of the idea of who moved my cheese,
yeah.
If they keep tapping into a market where there are no jobs and they're frustrated that they're not getting hired because there are no jobs in the industry they're applying,
yes.
How would you encourage them to use the skills they have to find something that they will enjoy and be successful in other industries than they originally would have thought?
Stephanie, that's a great question, and
I
know, and you're so articulate. I love the way you do that. So thank you so much, and I'll answer that on the blog.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for being our first Ask a Life Coach. I love, the first thing that comes to me is I love that you use the book Who Moved My Cheese, or The Statement. It's a great book. For those of you who haven't read it, it's a great book about people who go after the same results, and yet when the situation changes and they can't get those results, how you accommodate that. What do you do about that? And some people, sit in a corner and go, that things have changed. How bad for me? And other people, make the most of it. So the first thing I would say is, in your office, you should have a giant stack of those books, and everybody who comes in, you just give them one of those books, because I think that's a brilliant idea. The second thing, in discussing with these people, I'd love to, and I'd be curious about uncovering what it is that they found fulfillment in their previous position. So identifying what gifts and talents they have that gave them that kind of fulfillment. And then your job as the recruiter is to pair those gifts and talents with things that can make them feel equally as fulfilled, just in a different context, in a position that they're applying for. So that would be the second thing. The third thing is, I would ask you to invite them to explore a new perspective in general. And what I mean by that is that very often people assign a meaning to a situation. It's an arbitrary meaning, but we feel like it's real. So for example, somebody might say, well, if I'm not doing this particular job in this particular industry, then that means XYZ. I'm a failure, I don't have what it takes, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, whatever it is. And so I would invite you to get them talking and listen to those things that are those decisions they've made about meaning. All right? Identify with that, meaning validate that. Say, boy, I really understand how you would feel that. Then ask them this one crucial question. That seems like a perspective to me, a valid one, but a perspective. And I'm wondering what else that might mean. So get them to sort through a series of different meanings. So it may not mean that it may mean that you're a failure. What else might it mean? It might mean that you've outgrown that position. It might mean it's time for a new challenge. It might mean, and go on and on and on. And by inviting them to see different perspectives, you can actually open them up to possibilities that they hadn't seen before. So I really appreciate your question, and I hope you're having a great day, and I hope this is valuable. Have a great day. This is Roger DeWitt for Coaching NYC.